Girl, if you've been watching me for a while, then you will know that I love to accessorize. I love just like drowning myself in gold jewelry, but is all of this real? Absolutely not. Out of all the jewelry I wear, probably only around like 30% is like actual real gold jewelry. The rest, girl, it's all fake. It's all cheap but quality gold looking accessories. I love mixing high and low pieces, you know, real and fake jewelry, because girl, at the end of the day, if you're just gonna wear it for a photo or for a video or to a quick event, no one's gonna be able to tell. So today I'm gonna share my favorite quality affordable jewelry pieces, my mini fake jewelry collection from Shopee. And girl, when I say that these pieces are affordable, I mean they're cheap, like cheap. Most of the pieces I'm going to show you are less than 200 pesos, but again, these are quality pieces. Even though they're affordable, they still have some quality to them, because I'm not going to recommend something that's going to fade and tarnish after like 3 wears. So to me, in my opinion, this is the best of the best affordable jewelry that you can find online. So let's get started, because I'm super excited. We're going to start with the jewelry that I'm wearing, because as much as I'd love this video to be organized right from the start and go by categories like necklaces, earrings, bracelets, I know myself, and I know that if I do that right off the bat, I will forget to talk about the jewelry that I'm wearing. So we're gonna start with her first. Let's start with the rings first. I love just wearing a ton of rings. My mom always jokes, she's like, if you wear that many rings out, someone's gonna cut your finger off because they're gonna assume that it's real gold. But for this video, I wore all my fake rings. Let's start with this one on my middle finger because it's one of my favorites. So this is a fake Cartier nail ring. Girl, the quality of this ring is superb. It has some weight to it. It's made of a thick metal. It doesn't bend when you press on it, which, girl, great sign, because a lot of cheap rings, the moment you put pressure on them, they bend. And we don't want that. I've worn this so many times, like literally at least 20 times, and it hasn't faded or tarnish. A little tip, a little hack, something that I like to do whenever I'm contemplating making a relatively big jewelry purchase, I buy the fake version of that jewelry piece, because sometimes jewelry pieces look good in theory, like they look good on a model, they look good on their own, but when you actually put it on, sometimes you're like, ooh, that actually doesn't look good on me. So that's where I got this ring, and unfortunately for my wallet, I actually do really like how it looks on me. We're saving up for her, but for now, a fake one will do. Staying in the Cartier arena, we have a fake Cartier love bracelet. It's not a bracelet. Why did I say bracelet? A fake Cartier love ring. This one has the exact same quality as the first one that I showed. Very sturdy, made of a thick metal. It has some weight to it. This one I've had literally forever, like way longer than the first one I showed you, but girl, she's still in great condition. I feel like she faded a tiny bit, like she's a little darker, but no like rusting. It's still all gold, no silver is peeking through. And I actually did the hack that I mentioned earlier for this one. I got a real gold version of this, but I still like wearing the fake one because she's still really pretty. Next, let's do this bubble ring. Bubble rings are huge right now, and I get it. They're super cute. It's basically just a ring with a bunch of little circles. That's really the best way I can describe it. This one, however, although the sturdiness and like the weightiness of it is great, similar to the first two I showed, this one has faded. I mean, to be fair, I have worn this quite a bit, but you know, just have to point it out, it has faded. There is quite a bit of silver peeking through, but she's still super cute, and only half of it has turned silver, so I still like to wear it. Next, we have a little croissant ring. This one is, you're gonna laugh. To me, I consider this a funky ring. I consider this a quirky ring. I don't really venture into the world of patterns and shapes and colors, but I think it's really cute. I think it's really fun to play around with different like ring shapes and designs. Lastly, we have a plain band. So it's literally just a plain gold band. I'm pretty sure this was advertised as a wedding ring, but I just love plain rings. I think they're perfect for layering when you have a ton of rings on, because you don't want all your rings to be super loud. You also want some simple ones just to balance it out. So those are all my rings. Let's move on to the bracelet. So this bracelet bracelet. It's just a thin chain bracelet. This one is really good quality again, has some weight to it. I've had this for quite some time now and it's still in great quality. It hasn't faded. One of my favorites. Let's move on to earrings. I love layering earrings. So right now we're a bit full. We have 5 earrings. So this first one is a hoop. I love hoops. I'm a big hoop girl. I love chunky gold hoops. This first one isn't super chunky, but it's definitely not like a thin hoop. This is one of my go-to earrings. Then right next to that, we have a smaller hoop. And then we have an ear cuff. So this one of my favorite pieces. I've had this for so long. Well, not this, because I've literally purchased at least 20, I'm not even kidding, 20 of these fake ear cuffs. I highly recommend this ear cuff because it's probably the only one that actually looks realistic. One of my I don't want to say like pet peeve, but one of the things that I don't love is when people wear ear cuffs and it's so obviously fake. So this one I love because it actually looks like a real piercing. And back when I only had 2 lobe piercings, I would wear literally 6 of this at a time while I was filming my videos to make it seem like I had a bunch of piercings. But now, since I do already have a bunch of piercings, I just use one. So yeah, I really recommend this. And lastly, for the jewelry I'm wearing, we have my necklaces. So this one is real. I just never take it off. It's just my gold cross necklace. But this one was from Shopee. It is a $19.99 necklace. And this one is stainless steel. And I don't know, I find this font a little edgy. So when I'm feeling a little edgy, I put on this necklace. Now we're going into the actual categories. So let's start with necklaces because my favorite category used to be rings, but now I'm really into the necklaces I found. Very proud of my necklace collection. Let's start with my favorite ones, which are the personalized necklaces. We have this one, and it has my name, obviously, because it's personalized, and it's in a script font. I am obsessed with this one. I think it's so, so beautiful. What's great about the shop that I ordered from is you can pick your own font, which I loved because the usual font that they use for name necklaces, I'm not a big fan of, so I love this font. I think it looks so cute. And this is also stainless steel. Next we have this. So we have a dangling name choker. I think this is also so beautiful. So the letters themselves are encrusted. Is that what it's called? Encrusted with crystals. So it looks like they're wrapped in diamonds, but they're not. However, what I don't love about this, since it is a choker, it's pretty up here, and I don't know, I'm not really into chokers right now, so I'm gonna bring this to a jewelry shop and have them attach an additional extender because I feel like this would look super cute if it was a little bit longer. Next we have this. It's a very minimalist necklace. It just has a small crystal. However, the actual pendant itself is a heart-shaped pendant. It just doesn't seem that way from afar because it's really tiny, but up close it's in the shape of a heart, which is super cute, but it's just not my style. I'm not really into heart pendants. But again, since from afar it just looks like a small tiny circle, I'm fine with it. Then I got this. It's literally just a chain. It's a plain chain, and this is actually from Tala by Kyla, which is a pretty big local jewelry brand. When I heard that they had a men's line, I was like, okay, men's jewelry, men's necklaces are usually plain. So I checked them out and they had a plain chain, which I was so excited to see. And I think this is a Cuban chain. However, since this was from the men's line, it is way too long for me. It reaches here. So I'm also gonna take this to the jewelers, and I'm just gonna have them shorten it because I still really do like this. Speaking of chains, we have this big mama chain. So this is a chain, this is a chain, girl. I have been on the hunt for a chunky gold chain, and girl, the amount of chains that I've purchased from Shopee that were fails, too many. So it's been a journey finding the perfect chunky chain, and I'm so happy I finally got it. And this one is stainless steel, which is a huge bonus. I haven't worn it yet because it is a very loud piece and I don't know if I can pull it off, so I'm a bit scared to wear it. Actually, wait, I want to try this on just to see how it'll look with this outfit. I don't know. I don't know. I feel a little awkward. Let me know what you guys think. Does it look cute? I feel like it's too much. I would have wanted to take out this $19.99 necklace, but that seems like too much work. See, I feel like it's too extra. You know what I mean? I I don't know. I think I'll have to just, you know, sit with it for a little bit. Busting out the jewelry box. We're moving on to, let's do rings because the rings are just staring at me. They look super cute. These are the most fun and the quirkiest rings that I own. Ta-da! They are crystal rings. I don't know the actual like term for the design of this ring. I just call them crystal rings. It's a statement piece for sure. I just think they look super cute. This is my version of the chunky ring because chunky rings are so big right now, like chunky clay rings, chunky plastic rings, and that's personally not really my aesthetic or my vibe when it comes to jewelry. So this is my version of the chunky ring, and the quality of this is so nice, very thick. It has some weight to it, and I've worn these so many times just for like photos that have never made it to the internet, but I have worn this quite a bit and they haven't faded. These two have a matching bracelet. Quick side note, we're gonna talk about one of the bracelets. So here they are. So these are bubble bracelets, but they have these crystals in the middle. So I got these so they could be matching with the ring because it's the exact same color. See, pink on pink. There you go. You know, a little matching moment. Side note, these bracelets I really love. I love stretchable bracelets because they're way easier to put on compared to the hook type. So yeah, I highly recommend these bracelets. Super cute. Super love these rings too. Then we have another version of the crystal ring. This one is thinner and the crystals are diagonal, and I like these a little more because they're not as loud as these ones because they're thinner. Oh, and that is actually everything for our rings. Now let's move on to bracelets. So I showed you guys the thin bubble bracelets earlier. Here we have a thicker one. This is one of my favorite bracelets, and again, love it because it's super easy to wear since it's a stretchable bracelet, and the quality of this is also so great. I've gotten this wet a couple times and she still hasn't faded, so I'm very impressed with the quality. Then we have the bigger version of this bracelet here. We have this one. It's super cute, very similar to the chunky necklace I showed you earlier. Both of these are really great quality. Like I've had these for quite some time and they haven't faded. Then we have another version of a chain necklace, but this one's a little bit thinner. It's sort of like a paper clip bracelet. I think it's super cute. This one actually is stainless steel. Then we have two tennis bracelets. These are super cute. So this one has a bunch of crystals on it. It's multicolored. It has like a drawstring. The quality of this one also very nice. You can literally tell by the way you pull it that it's good quality because it doesn't just slide. There's like a little bit of resistance. I've had this for quite some time. I've worn it quite a bit and it still hasn't faded. None of the crystals have popped off. Then we have a plain version. This is literally just string. But I love this because again, anything plain is super great for layering. It just looks like a gold hair tie, but I'm still here for it. For our last category, we have earrings. Since I love hoops, you guys should expect a lot of hoops. First, we have my chunkiest pair of hoops. These are like big mama chunky hoops. They are quite a statement piece, and Russell's here again. Okay, he's just gonna stay there. Okay, these ones I've worn so many times. They are starting to fade a little bit, but given the fact that I've worn it probably at least 50 times, I'm fine with it fading a little bit. We have these skinny hoops. These are the only thin hoops that I have because again, I prefer a more chunky hoop, but just in case I'm in the mood for a skinny hoop, I have this pair. It's just a classic thin hoop. Then we have the everyday hoop. So these are the type of hoops that I can wear out. I can wear it to the grocery and I won't feel super conscious about myself. They're a little chunky, but they're not like so big. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure this one is stainless steel. So I love these ones. These are like my everyday, you know, go-to hoops. Then we have these small hoops. These are like so tiny. Well, they're not that tiny, but to me, I think they're tiny because I do love a big hoop. But these ones are so cute because they're more like oblong shape. Then we have the croissant earrings. Got it from the same store as the croissant ring. Love these. They have so much character. Then we have these funky hoops. I think they're like funky, like in a classy way. I haven't worn these yet though because I feel like they're a little too loud for me, but I feel like with the right outfit, to the right event, this would be perfect. And lastly, we have this chain, which I think is so like badass. I don't know. I think it's so like edgy because it looks like handcuffs. It's a chain huggy. So you put one in your first lobe and then the other one in your second lobe, and it just looks super cute. And that is my entire jewelry collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next Saturday, 2 p.m. Bye, girl.